We were best friends and you betrayed me.
You know what? You.
Now, Dax, this was a new avenue for you overall. Can you talk about what the biggest challenge was for you in terms of taking on all of these new roles?
Well, I had directed this really small movie prior to this that I paid for that looks like hell and sounds terrible. But this now had a huge crew, and if I screwed it up and it looked bad, it was really my fault this time. So, you know, the hardest thing was car chases. They're hard. They're really hard to capture cinematically, and it's a lot. It takes a lot of energy.
And for you to understand the ballet of where the cars are and just geographically.
Yeah, are we going to counter? Are we going to go with them? Are we going to track? Are we going to be with, you know, on the ride with them? Handheld. There's just a lot of decisions to be made.
This is probably going to get pretty radical.
That's my real life car, and the off-road race car at the end is my real life race car. So there's no way I could have sat there and watched somebody drive them.
And we didn't have to answer to a studio, so he was allowed to drive them if he wanted to.
I would have sooner let Bradley make out with Kristen, probably.
He would, if given the choice, this is 100% true, of forcing to write a scene between Bradley and I making love or Bradley driving Lady Lincoln, it is incomparable that he would choose.
I trust you more than the Lincoln.
Former.
I think the Lincoln might enjoy being driven by Bradley too much.
Who wouldn't? I mean,
well, yeah. People like being driven by him.
Oh, wow.
You owe me.
What are you talking about?
I was in jail for 8 months.
Oh, you didn't like the gym equipment?
I got butt. I got in the butt because of you.
I'm really, really sorry. Was it a black guy?
Why would you assume it's a black guy?
I'm saying if I was a black dude, I wouldn't feel the least bit gay about a white guy. I would think of white guys as like masculine chicks.
What are you even talking about right now?
Now, what was either your favorite, most memorable moment or your weirdest moment on set?
the weirdest when we busted into the motel. We busted into the motel, and you may have noticed there's a certain section of nudity in the film, though it's not Dax or I, and some characters we've cast that are upwards of 70 years old. And seeing a room full of elderly nudes was
exciting,
to say the least.
to say the least.
Sorry.
Hey, babe, who's there?
Holy shit.
Well, you were at least prepared for it. I understand the other actors weren't prepared for
Correct.
it.
They saw it with the cameras pointed at them for the first time.
There was no off-the-clothes auditioning, so it was a surprise to everybody, the glory that we got that day.
And then my favorite was definitely driving the race car down the PCH and then into the LA River. That was a very fun day.
Was it one of those white guys, those Nazis?
Charlie, could have been Latino, could have been Tongan, could have been Persian.
I was butt by a Filipino dude, okay?
I mean, just like all black dudes think of us as women, I think of all Asians as women. You hooked up with an Asian lady.
Guess what? A doesn't feel like you're a woman. In my experience.